Alright, so this is the lecture which we wanted from very beginning. So like today we are completing our century of DSA series, which is like this is the lecture number 100. So I'm really happy that I was able to make 100 such videos which would be helpful for people. So I'm really happy. I hope you would be happy too. So and this is our first century and we will be, if you can see here, we will be completing this century 10 times. Why? Because I'm going to upload 100 videos. So let us divide this. I would be completing this particular century 10 times. So that is out of context, but I'm really happy for that. So like today's question is calculating the max of array using recursion, maximum element inside the array using recursion. So let us see how we are going to approach it. Let us get started. So the problem says you have to calculate or you have to detect the maximum element of array using recursion. You are not allowed to use any loop. So the example says, let us understand the problem with example. You can read all the theory also. I have added everything for you. So let us erase it. So this is the promise from my side to you guys. Let us see, and I'm very sure I would be completing that promise. Example is you have been given this array 1 2 3 4 5. What you have to do, you have to get the maximum element out of all the elements, which is 5 here. If the example was 4 5 6 9 3 1, then the maximum element is 9. You have to return this or you have to print it. Basically you do not have to print, you just have to return it, because input and output is already managed for you. I have provided the boilerplate code. You just have to complete the body of this function. So I want you to try this code at your own, because we have already solved the problems in our basic DSA problems, but the only thing is now we just have to use the recursion. Fine. So if you are done with your trial or if you are done with your thinking, then let us see my solution. So I will use the same strategy. This is our array actually. Let us erase it. So there were 3 steps to solve the recursive problems, which was expectation. I hope it is like you are able to remember each and every point from this mechanism. Faith. Third is meet your expectation with faith. These are the simple 3 steps to solve any kind of recursive problem. Of course, where we have level and option type of recursion, this mechanism won't work, but trust me, it works there also. I will explain how it is working here. Fine. So let us wait till that time. But let us clear our expectation. Expectation is if I have been, let us say you have been provided a function called max, and you have been provided, what are the elements you have been provided? Index and array. Sorry. So index is initially I think 0. Yes, 0 is passed. So index is 0 and the array is same. Let us suppose this is the array which is provided to you. 1 2 3 4 5. Fine. So now from here the type of question is changing. Till now what you have seen, you have to print increasing, print decreasing, calculate factorial, but now from now type is little bit changing from here, but the strategy would be same. Max of 0 comma arr, what is the expectation from it? It will compare all the elements from 0 to the length of this array -1, or I would say it will compare all the elements of this array and get the maximum and will return it, which is it will compare all the elements with 1 2 3 4 5. Suppose it will compare all the elements and will return the maximum out of all these elements, which is 5. So this would be returned. This is my expectation. So if this is my expectation, then of course I will be having my faith also. Let us seek very clearly what is my faith. If my expectation is compare all the elements from here to here and get the maximum out of those, then my faith is, look at very carefully, my faith is if I pass 1 to this function, then the faith says it will compare all the elements of this array from here, from the first index to end of the array, and it will provide me the maximum out of all these values excluding the first one. Excluding the first one, it will compare all the values and it will return me the max of this, which is compare 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will return me the max, which is 5. Look at very carefully. This is very important problem actually, and many of the problems lies on this concept, which is this is my expectation, which is if I provide max 0 comma arr of, then it will compare all the values of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will compare all the values and will get will return me the maximum out of all the values. And of course I am having faith, which is if I pass 1 to the same function, so it will compare all the elements from 1 or from index 1 to the end of the array, or you can say it will leave the first element and it will compare all the elements and will return the max out of these 4 values to me. Fine, this is my faith. Let us meet our expectation with faith. It's time to meet our expectation with faith. So my expectation is something like this. If I am providing 0 to array, so what it has to do, it has to compare all the values and should return the maximum out of this. But I am having faith, then if I will pass, or if I will take the result of this function max of 0, 1, 0 plus 1 or 1, then what it will do, like it was doing comparison of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it was returning me the answer. But this function will compare 2, 3, 4, 5 and will return me the answer. Let us take this result into this result variable. Right? So it has already compared all the values. What is the maximum value of this? Let us suppose the result contains 5. Now what is remaining? Only this particular initial index value is remaining. If I will compare the result of this particular, or of all the the maximum of all the elements, if I will compare my element with this particular maximum, then I will be getting my answer, which is if I got 5 from here, and my element is 1 initially. So if I will check if my element is greater or equal to, greater or smaller with the max of this array, max of this particular sub array, I would call it, which is 5. If this is greater or this is less, then of course this would be the max. If this is if my element is less, then the max which this function returns will always be the max. If my function is greater, let us say it was 10, if my element is greater, then of course my element is greater than all the elements which was starting from first index to the end. Fine. So this is the strategy, and what I want you from is, you got the strategy. You from now onwards you should try this question at your own also. If you were not able to solve the question from initially, now you got the strategy. Now let us try to code it up, so that my main motive is there should not be much spoon feeding. Fine, because in particular India actually we want a spoon feeding kind of mechanism. We want that everything should be shown to us, but this particular attitude will not grow you actually. What the attitude will grow you is that you should be trying each and every problem at your own. So what is the benefit of this? I already explained you. Benefit of trying the question at your own is you will exhaust into the question. If you will exhaust into the question, so when I will write the solution, then you will listen that, or you will watch that very carefully. Then what was the mistake which I was doing? Otherwise you will simply watch the solution, watch the video, and I'm very sure you are not going to code it up also. You will simply close your video. You will simply close your video. So this is how you should actually move ahead with this DSA series. This was actually much philosophy. So let us try to code it up what we have seen. So this is our expectation. Initial index is 0 and the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine. So what I need to do is, first of all, I will have to pass, or I will have to call the same function with idx plus 1. So this was my faith actually. This was my faith that it will compare all the elements from 1 to end of the array and will return me the max. Max is 5. So max of right from my side. Fine. From me, what is the max of right? So what I will do, I will return, let us take result, int result or max if my element, which is ARR of IDX, is greater than the max of right, then my element wins. Otherwise max of right is the king here also. Now I will just have to return the my max. I hope it is clear to you. This is actually ternary operator. I have already explained it. And now only one thing is remaining, which is base case, where we should stop. So if you have already watched the solution of print the array in decreasing order and print the array in increasing order, then you must be aware that in these type of scenarios where we should stop actually. Let me explain here also. If we have array 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 5 size and we are starting from 0, then we should be able to stop from here to the last index. Like you will see this in most of the array related problems, you would be moving with indexes, and once you reach at the end of the index, at that point of time you should be stopped. Otherwise, let us say the index was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So next index from this would be 5. If we are accessing the element of a of 5, then of course we are going to get array out of bound exception. We do not want that. So of course we will have to stop at that point of time. So I will have to write this condition here. If my idx is equals to arr dot array of length, so at that point of time I just have to return from here. We are done with our code. Let us try to run it. Input is 5. Okay, so input is same every time. I will try to change it. So we do have a compilation error. Illegal start of expression 20, line number 20. Okay, so we have not passed ARR actually. If we have noticed it, then you would be calling me a very bad guy. Still we have a function mistake on line number 20, which is we have not applied the semicolon. This is also a very bad mistake actually. Still we do have a mistake, which is missing return. Okay, so the return type for this is what? The return type for this is integer. So here we cannot simply return like this. We just have to return -1 from here. Why -1? Because if you can see here, if it is returning -1, then here what we are doing, we are calculating the maximum. So of course all the elements from -1 would be greater. So in any case, -1 would not be the answer. -1 would not be the minimum, like maximum. And of course this is for positive numbers, because if you can see here, the constraint are for starting from 0. So no elements would be the -1. This is, I am making sure you do not have to worry about. So now let us try to run it, and I hope this time we would be able to get the answer. As you can see, I'm getting my answer as the correct answer also. Let us try to change it. Let us say I have written what 5 here. So now what is the maximum? 40 is the maximum. Let us see what we are getting or not. Yes, we are getting it. Let us try to submit this. So all the test cases are passed. So let us have a small dry run of this also, because this is necessary actually. Recursion problem requires the more deep discussion actually, and it is okay. It is okay also. Fine. So our function is like this, and of course I will have to make a stack because we do have a one recursive call. Fine. So let us not take a big example. Let us take the example of 5 size array, which is arrays what 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. Fine, because we may have repeated elements. So initially index is 0 and array is this. So max m of 0, and let us say the array would be same in each case because we are not changing array. So let us assume array is 4k. Address of this array is same 4k. Index is 0 initially. So let us separate this. So this is 4k in each case. This would not be changed. Fine, index value would be changed. So if it is 0, so if 0 or index is equal to array dot length, no it is not. So it will make the call to the same function with idx plus 1. So m of 1 and this would be same. So here index is 1. So again, now index is 1. Is index is array dot length? No, it is not equal to that. It will again make the call m of 2 because idx plus 1, not 2. Is 2 is equal to array dot length? No, it is not 2. Again, it will make the call to m of 3, idx plus 1. Huh? So this time index is 3. If 3 is equal to array dot length, no, it is not. So again, it will make the call to m of 4. Is 4 is equal to array dot length? No, it's not. Now again, it will make the call to m of 5. Now 5 is equal to the array dot length. Array dot length is also 5 now. So this condition would be true and minus 1 would be returned from here. So this m of 5 will return minus 1 to m of 4. So now we are on to m of 4 function, which is this one, and max of write contains minus 1. So at this point of time, what is the value of idx? Idx is 4. So we'll check if array of idx is greater than max of write. Array of idx is what? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 2. Is 2 is greater than minus 1? Yes, it is. So this would be assigned into this. Max contains now 2. So 2 would be returned from here. So this m of 4 will return 2 to its parent method from where it was called. So now we are on to m of 3. We are on to m of 3 and m of 3 got 2 from this max of array. Fine. So we got 2. Now it will check if ARR of IDX is 3, ARR of IDX which is 1, is 1 is greater than max of write which is 2. No, it's not, it is less than actually. So this would be executed and max of write was 2, so this contains 2. Again 2 would be returned from here. Max of 2 got 2. Now we are on to max of 2. So again it is getting 2. And at this point of time the IDX value is 2, which is this one. Is ARR of IDX is greater than max of write? Max of write is 2 and this is 4. You can see here this is 4. Yes, it is greater than this. So this would be executed and this would be assigned to this. Now this max contains 4 and this 4 would be returned. So this will return 4. Now m of 1 got 4 as the answer. Now we are on to m of 1 and this is 4. Now it will again compare ARR of IDX. IDX is what? 1. 1 is this one. Is 3 is greater than max of right, which is 4? No, it's not. So this would be again same. So 4 would be written from here also. Now we are on M of 0. M is max actually. So is ARR of 0 is, it was 2 actually. Is 2 is greater than max of right. Max of right was 4. We got 4 actually. No, it is not greater than this. So this would be written from here, which is 4. So M of 0 will return 4 as the answer to its main method. Because if you can see here, this method was called from here. And we are getting max into this and we are just printing it. Fine. So this was the deep analysis of this calculating the max element of the array using recursion. I hope I was able to explain you the concept of this particular program. And if you still do have any concern or doubt, then you can comment down below. I would be replying there. And if you are new to this channel, then do consider to subscribe to the channel also, because I am going to upload the more content related to DSA, data structure and algorithm. And if you want to connect with me over LinkedIn, you can do that also. We'll discuss the queries there also. So let us try to meet in the next video. Thank you.